What's up, Crusader Nation? I'm Coach Chase Reynolds of the men's soccer team, and I'm here to discuss our results over the past 3 weekends. Despite not having the results that we would have preferred, we are seeing success from Game 1 to Game 2 to Game 3, and ultimately, that's how we view success as a program, is our improvement from each week and each game, from each practice session, week in, week out. We're seeing improvements in our defensive shape from going from something above 11 shots faced in our first game to only 5 in the second game, and then only 3 in the third game. And then also in our ball possession and our attack. We went from having 2 or 3 shots the first game to having 3 or 4 the second game, and then in the third game, despite losing, we led the category of shots in that match. So we're seeing progress from each game, and ultimately that is what we're focused on as we're toying around with different systems and ideas in the preseason leading up to conference play.
Speaking to the culture within the group, how have you seen everybody kind of mesh within the locker room and even out on the pitch?
Yeah, I would say our culture is one of focus, resilience, and growth, right? So despite not getting the results that we would prefer at this time, obviously you want to win every game. I'm really proud of our players' mentality at the moment of not getting their head down about those results. You know, we're focused on improving our process and improving our mentality as a team. And ultimately, our process is what drives the results. It's what influences the results the most. And our players' character is what drives that process. So our players on the field understand that there's certain controllable behaviors that go into driving our process that make it a strong process versus a weak process. And then off the field, there's other personal characteristics that go into getting the team to mesh together. And these boys have had that from the start. They've had the off-field camaraderie for years now. So now it's about making sure that our strong process is in place to give us the best chance to get results down the line.
Following up with that, you talk about best opportunities out there. Can you speak to how Fick has been as a leader for you all this year? I know that he's been kind of frustrated out there on the pitch every now and then. He's gotten his opportunities, and you can see on his face every time that he feels like it definitely should have went a different way, but he keeps upbeat. Can you just speak to how he portrays that across the board in the locker room as well?
Yeah, Vic has certainly emerged as a great leader for us on and off the field. He's always been a leader on the field due to his performances week in, week out. He's always been able to lead by example, but we're really proud of Vic and impressed by the way that he's been able to lead off the field, right? Especially when it's easy to lead when things are going well. It's easy to be a good leader in the locker room when we're getting wins, right? But I think the sign of a true leader is somebody who can lead positively and lead with optimism and hope, even when the results aren't necessarily there. And he is prioritizing our process and helping rally the troops whenever there are times when some people would put their heads down. Fick is there to help remind them that, hey, these games are learning for us. This is going to help build resilience for us down the line. And yeah, Fick has certainly emerged as a leader in this group.
And finally, everyone is pretty much being bitten by the injury bug, not just on our campus, but across the board in all sports, at all divisions. How have you all been able to navigate dealing with the amount of losses out there on the pitch to key players?
That the season is a sprint. It is a 3-month sprint where you go practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, game Friday, rest Saturday, game Sunday, and then you keep repeating that just for 12 weeks in a row. So it's inevitable that every team is going to lose players due to injury. Thankfully, we have been largely healthy so far, and we were hoping to keep it that way. Big credit in that goes to our athletic trainers and also to the players. I go into the athletic training room on a daily basis, and I always see 3 or 4 of our guys doing different recovery tools to help ensure that they're at their best for practice and so that they're mitigating their risk of getting injured down the line. So largely, that hasn't been a concern for us, and I would give the credit to our training staff, but also the players in their proactiveness in preventing those injuries.
All right. So with no more questions, I wanted to just thank you for your time, Coach, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.